haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below any other future videos you guys want to see. Alright guys, so today I'm gonna be making ceviche with a little twist. I'm gonna be adding mango to it. So I'm gonna be making my ceviche de camarón, and yeah, so stay tuned with me guys. And if it's already not hot in here guys, why not? Why not? Let's just take a shot, okay? My Lakers shot cup, you know, Kobe forever. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm only gonna do half guys because I'm not trying to be all messed up, and like I have like really low tequila tolerance. I don't even like to drink, but why not? All right guys, so salud. Just freeze your tequila. Tequila don't freeze, so put it in the freezer and it stays really, really cold. All right guys, so moving on. Everything you guys see on here has already been pre-washed, so make sure you guys pre-wash everything. And when I mean everything, all your verduras, everything, like the shrimp, everything. All right guys, so basically I'm gonna let you guys know what I personally am using. So we're gonna use 3 pepinos, 5 tomates, 3 serrano chiles, 2 large mangoes, 1 red onion. I did a total of 8 limones, some cilantro, and then I did 4 pounds of shrimp. So the first thing you want to do is, back here I have my water already boiling because I don't want the shrimps crudo, I want them cooked. So the first thing I have to do is just peel the tripitas or la caquita or whatever it's called in the shrimp. We're gonna peel those off, and then I'm gonna toss them in. Literally, I'm probably only gonna toss them in for anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes because that's how long or how fast it's gonna take for the shrimps to cook. So bear with me guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get a knife. We probably should be using a smaller knife, but it's okay guys. Work with what we got. We're gonna start from the head. You can either start from the head, you can start from the cola. I'm gonna start from the head, and I'm kind of gonna slice down the middle. And then I'm gonna take out the caquita from here because nobody likes to eat poop in their food. And then with any napkin you guys have, just feel free to throw it on the napkin. So I'm basically gonna do that for every single shrimp. Just make sure we got it all. I promise you, when you are taking out the little pupú de los camarones, it's a lot easier to do it when they're crudos, because once they're cooked, it's gonna be a lot harder to take them out. And then this part right here, guys, is probably the most time-consuming part. Everything else is just literally chop, 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 and we gon' eat. Yeah guys, let me know in the comments below if I should do like a cooking segment or something to cook, but if I should do it all in Spanish. I could do that too. I mean, sometimes my Spanish is a little a little broken, or a little Spanglish, but it'll do the job. You will understand what I'm saying. I literally, right now, I'm regretting the fact that I got 4 pounds of camarón. But it's gonna be bomb. That's all I'm thinking about right now, guys. That is gonna be bomb. So I guess you can kind of say that I'm sort of butterflying it, because I'm only cutting open right down the middle, enough to be able to yank the popo out. I'm not even gonna lie guys, I was really thinking about like, should I put a full face of glam before I do this video? And I was like, it's way too hot up in here to be doing that. So y'all just got me bare face. And I don't mind it actually. Don't mind it at all. After you guys are slicing to take out the caquita, we are gonna take the cascara off of the shrimps, and then more than likely we're just gonna throw them in for 2 minutes, that way they cook. But yeah, we're gonna peel them now because I'm over here saying that I was gonna be at my suegro's with ceviche in like an hour. No, so we're gonna peel them now so that we get this over with. I'm just gonna peel all the cascara off. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a lot easier to peel off the cascara when they're crudos versus when they're boiled, because I think when they're boiled, if you overcook them, they get stuck to them, and that's the bad part. That's the only thing I don't like when I make like shrimp boil or something, because sometimes me paso también and I overcook it and then I'm like, I don't even want to peel them anymore. So yeah, we're gonna peel the cascaras right off of this so we can save some time. Let's work smarter, not harder, guys. I just ripped the camarón in half. It's okay, because we're gonna chop it off after, so it's okay, guys. Everything has a solution, guys, don't worry. Look, quite, look, still, see, that's half of good, still good stuff. We will throw that in there. Okay, so we took the cascara off of those. Only 300 more to go, guys. Este no fue popó. Look, guys, this one had no popó whatsoever. This is a little like a skinny shrimp. Alright, guys, so once we have all our shrimps peeled and cut, now we're gonna toss them into our hot water, which is already boiling. Alright, so we're gonna throw all these in here. Once we throw them all in there, we're gonna leave them for about 3 to 5 minutes until they get pink and just a little bit harder. That way we just chop them up and throw them in there. So I'm gonna rinse this dish because this is probably the big enough dish. Yeah, I'm just gonna rinse it. Okay, guys, so off camera, I went ahead and already peeled my cucumbers. So all I have to do is just cut the ends off. Shout out to my sister because she told me supposedly when you rub like the cutoff part to the end, le saca todo like the leche per se. I don't know, she said something like that. So we're just gonna do that. You're gonna see it like set up, boom. Okay, we're gonna cut the end off of our next one. Same thing, we're gonna rub it. Just like that, and then our last one. Shrimps, this is literally within 2-3 minutes. Keep in mind my water was already boiled, so it literally cooked in like 2 minutes. So we're gonna leave it about for 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna strain it out, and then I'll be able to let it cool off to chop it up and throw it with all my verduras. Okay, guys, and since because the pepinos are pretty big, what I'll do is I'll cut them in half. And then this half, I'm gonna cut it like halfway down the middle. So like that. And then again, I'm gonna cut it in half, or maybe like thirds, because I don't like the verduras super big. So I cut it into 4s. And then from here, all I do is just chop them into tiny pieces. Shout out to my Chef Ramsay cutting skills. And then once you're done, you're gonna toss the cut ones in there. Just like that. And you're gonna do it for the rest of the pepinos. You wanna try and make them as small as you can. Well, me personally, I like it small. So yeah, down the middle, and then cut them into like tiny strips per se. And then disclaimer, guys, when I was younger, I used a knife one time, although I didn't cut verdura, but I used a knife one time to try and cut open, I think like a ring or something like that. And I sliced my thumb, so ever since then, I'm like super careful when I use knives, because that was probably like the worst experience on earth. Okay, guys, so once we have chopped up our pepinos, it should look like this. Once we have chopped up our pepinos, next we're gonna get our tomatoes. And then me personally, I feel like when you leave the inside, como el jugo, like it just makes everything soggy. So we ain't gonna do that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna chop the ends. That was a big end, my bad. You're gonna chop the ends off. And then you're gonna get a smaller knife and you're gonna carve. So you're just gonna be carving out the inside. So once you have carved the inside out, it should just kind of pop out. So you're gonna make sure you take the inside part out. Put that to the side and then cut it in half. And then literally all we want is just the outside, como la cáscara per se, because that's not gonna make it super soggy. I mean, unless you want your ceviche soggy, go for it. If you don't, take it out. Wow, I have like the dullest knife ever right now. All right, cool. Same thing, we're gonna chop them off into tiny little squares and throw them in with our cucumbers. And then occasionally, guys, you just wanna like mix it with your hands. You can get a glove. Normally I'll use a glove if I have my acrylics on, but just went to plain nails, so. Just please make sure you wash your hands. So we have now our bowl with our tomate and pepinos in here. All the yummy goodness. Next, we're gonna get our cebolla morado, so our red onion. We're gonna do the same thing, cut the ends off. Then I'm gonna cut it right down the middle. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry, guys. And then you're literally gonna peel off the first layer. So that's all the cáscara that we don't need it. Whoa, this is strong. Okay, so once we have that, we're gonna chop this up real fast. So I want them in layers and tiny layers, so you're just gonna chop them the opposite way. Oh, in case anybody really likes cebolla, like I really like it, don't get me wrong, it's just, god dang, this is strong. So if you cut up the cebollas, like you cut them up like in strips, like, let me show you, like this. And then just put them in a bowl, and then put a bunch of lemon juice and a little bit of salt. So good, so good. Don't take my word for it, just try it. So good. Because the cebolla you want as thin as possible or as tiny as possible. For whatever reason, I can never seem to get my chopping like to really tiny little things I like, unless I'm like. Alright guys, so once we got all our cebolla, oh, disclaimer guys, I only used half of the cebolla. That's all I used. If you guys really like cebolla, go ahead and throw in the whole thing. Me and the rest of my family members aren't really fans of it, especially because it was so strong. I don't really want it to overpower the rest of it. So once you mix it up, that's how it should look so far guys. Okay, so now we're gonna get on to, so this is kind of where it's like a mix of like, what is it? Aguachiles and the ceviche. Because in the ceviche, I know that like, you're not supposed to make it jugoso, which I'm not going to, but at the same time, I really like how some people make the jugo for the aguachiles and then obviously dip it in. So I'm not gonna drown it, but I'm gonna use it as a base for flavor. So you guys gotta make sure you have your blender. Get our blender. And then I'm super scared to use 3 of these serrano ones. So we're actually gonna end up we'll use 2 and then we'll go from there, guys. We'll see how it tastes. So you're gonna make sure you cut off your ends, like so. Just cut off the little pointy ends. And then just cut them halfway, that way it's easier for the blender to blend them up. I mean, you could chop it even more, but. Okay, so we're gonna leave half of one of them out. So we used 1 whole one and a half of one so far. Let's see what that does, guys. And then next, we're gonna add in our jugo de limon. So we're gonna squeeze the lemons. If I don't feel that the lemons made it enough jugo, then I already have jugo like itself of limon, and then we're gonna throw some of that in there. All right, guys? So now we're gonna get our esprimador, lemon squeezer, and we're gonna squeeze in all the lime juice in here. So it should go just like that. And then we're gonna squeeze all the lime juice in here. So someone once told me, because of this part right here, the lemon squeezer, they're actually supposed to put the lemon like this and then squeeze it. I don't really know, because when you squeeze it the opposite way, they come out like that, like they're smashed. So let's just try, let's see. Oh, okay. So a lot of jugo comes out with it. Oh, I'm over here probably exaggerating. Maybe it's the same amount. I really don't know. But, I mean, it would make sense because look, once it gets stuck to the top part, you just peel it off and then it looks like that. I mean, let's flip it. Let's see if there's any more jugo in here. Oh yeah, okay. So just try it both ways if you want to get your money's worth of your limones. So do it up, squeeze. Oh, it's mixing all the way. And then open. Flip it the other way. Okay guys, so now we have our jugo de limon in there. So it's 1 whole serrano, half of a serrano, and 10 lemons in total. So this is how it looks. Okay, now to the side, make sure you get your cilantro. I already washed my wash your cilantro, guys. Like there was like dirt in the bag. So yeah, wash your cilantro. So I'm gonna do about like this much. Then I'm just gonna kind of chop it again to make it just easier for the licuadora, because I got an OD. So then we're gonna get our cilantro and throw it in there. Alright guys, so I'm not even gonna lie, I totally forgot the whole purpose that I wanted to do this ceviche, and it's our mangoes. So now I'm gonna cut my mango. And then I'm gonna just slice it in here and then hopefully like pop it out, but let's see how that goes. Again, we're gonna cut these into tiny pieces, guys, or as small as you would like for them to be inside your ceviche. And then, it looks like a little cap, guys. Oh. We're gonna get a cuchara and we're just gonna scoop them all out. Ooh, this looks so good. This looks so good, and it's just verdura, guys. Like, it just looks so good already. Okay, so we're gonna cut it to the other side. Alright guys, so now that we finally have our mango, unfortunately my second one wasn't ready to be able to throw it in here, so I only have 1 full mango inside. So as you guys can see, that is what it looks like. Definitely, I feel like the second one would make it more, but I really do feel that so far, I mean, this is a good amount too. We could have had nothing, guys. So now we're gonna go into our last part, which is we are gonna cut our camarones into small little pieces. So I'm gonna just pour a bunch of them in here and we're gonna throw them in. So these were already like, they're cold already, guys. So which is what we want, because you want your ceviche cold, you don't want your ceviche warm. That's gross. So once you cut them into little pieces like so, you're just gonna get them, throw them in. We're definitely not gonna go one by one with this, guys. We are just gonna do them as a whole and just cut them into semi sort of small to medium pieces. You don't want to smash them, because then it's gonna be nothing but like smashed camarones, and that's not good. So once we have those pieces, throw them in. Again, get kind of like a group. So now we have officially chopped and mixed everything inside of the largest bowl I could possibly find. So this is how it should look. haven't even put like the jugo and stuff that I already smells so good. Okay, so where we left off, we have our 8 limes in here, freshly squeezed. We have cilantro, and then we have 1 whole serrano and half of a serrano in here, just in case, because we don't know how spicy this is gonna be. So then I'm gonna put some salt. So I'm gonna grate some salt in there. Just a little bit of pepper. And some sal de ajo, so garlic salt, just like a little bit, there we go. And then we're gonna blend it all together, all right guys? So we're gonna put it in my blender. Okay, so I'm gonna take it out the blender, and this is how liquidy it should be. So you guys can see the inside. The consistency is like super liquidy. Woo! Alright, so let's do this, guys. We are gonna dump it all in there. Just like that. That. So it looks like this once you dump it all in. And now we are just gonna mix it. And I don't want to put too much lemon in here because I really don't want to make it so acidico for the family members that are gonna eat this. Because if anything and they do want more lemon, they could always add more lemon into it instead of taking it out. Alright guys, so once you feel that you have mixed it all up, now all we're gonna do is add a little bit more pepper to it. And a little more salt. We love salt in this family. And just a little bit more sal de ajo. Just like that. We'll mix it up again. And then we're gonna put a little bit on our hand just to see how the flavor is. Oh wow. Okay. It definitely has a kick to it. Maybe you can use a little bit more salt. Okay, that's better. That is bomb. That's way better. All right. Okay. So once we have mixed it all up, guys, that's it. We're done. Now you can serve it to your family. Let them try it. And then overall, you can like your own cooking, but it all matters if other people like your cooking because they're going to be the ones to eat it. But this overall is the outcome of the ceviche con mango with Mama Nisa. And this is my first time ever making ceviche, guys. So if people like it, I'm just gonna cry because I can't believe it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my prima, and she's gonna go ahead and try my ceviche. So let me get a plate, guys. All right, so I'm gonna give her a spoonful or a little bit, because then she's gonna tell me like or yeah. Go ahead, come, don't be shy. Okay. Try it out, tell me what you think. First bite, guys. Got a first bite, guys. Wait, that's pretty fire. Alright, guys, so you heard it here. I not only thought it was bomb, but my prima also thought it was fire.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Oh, snap. I got a 10 out of 10. So that's my first time ever making ceviche, guys. Honestly, if I can make it, anybody can make it. I just kind of threw my own ingredients from what I've seen. And yeah, so again, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment any future videos you guys want to see or any foodie videos. Also, back to if you guys want me to do a whole video in Spanish or cooking video in Spanish, let me know in the comments. But please, 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 guys, go ahead and hit that bell button so you guys get notified every single time we upload videos to here. And we'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.